Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Rubel. So today we will learn how to use put method using Python. So far we have learned how to retrieve customer information using get, how to create a new customer using post, how to delete customer using the delete method. So now if we have existing customer and if we need to add some information or delete some information, using programming or using Python, we have to use the put method. Okay, so now let's first do manually, then we will do the same thing using Python program. Okay, so let me see if we have any existing customer. So in put method, the existing customer must be present. So customer has to be exist. So let's create a new customer. And when you create a customer, I just add one more field, password field. The reason is like today I will do one more validation using the UI. Like this is the URL, right? So let me copy the URL till here. And so this is the login page. So today you will create a customer and try to log in. And after that, we will update the customer information. So just click send. So customer ID number 112 has been created. So now let me log in here. System 12 and password 123. Okay, I am logged in here. And as you see, this is take me to the customer information page, and where I don't see my first name, last name, I see only email address. So I just like to update uh, update this customer information. So I can update from here, but today, since we are doing the API, so we are going to use first manually, we will update using the Postman, then we will do the same thing using Python. Okay, so now we have a, so let's see the ID. ID number is 112. So update customer, we have to use the put method. And this is the URL. And at the end, we have an ID. So let me, I think it is 112, but make sure the create customer is 112 is the ID. So update customer and 112. And we need a body, like what information we need to update or delete. So that we need to describe in the body section. So we are saying using the put method, ID number is 112. So this is the ID number 12. Whoever is the customer is, we need to add we are going to add the first name and last name. Right now, first name and last name is empty. So after we update this, these two field will be filled. Okay, so now send. So as you see, first name, last name, and if I just refresh this page, it had been updated. So that is how we done manually using Postman. So same thing, we are going to use the programming wise using Python. So now let me bring my PyCharm. So we already familiar with this window, right? So we use so many times so far. So the first of all, let's insert some data that is required. The first, we need a URL. So let me copy this URL. And we are going to use the same ID. Like right now we did like first name, last name, we will just use different first name and last name to see if it is update. Okay. So now we know the URL we are storing under the config file. So I can just add here. So URL is update customer. Then this is the string format. So I have to provide the string. And so this is the URL is done. And now we have to set the body, and the body we are using the test data, right? So what I can do, I just copy everything from here, and I can name the variable. I say customer data. Or update customer, right? Update customer, not the customer data. Update customer is equal to this. So we have done this. So only thing is left is the test file, right? This is our test file. And we have to create a method. So I can just comment this delete customer. So I can copy this one. I just copy and paste to create a update customer. So just uncomment this. So instead of, okay, so this is case number 3 is for the delete. So I can say this case number 4. And this is not going to be create, it should be update customer. Now on the request, right now we just have to say change to put, right? It is the put ut. And what else? So the URL, right? So we have to provide this URL. So I can delete this URL. So cf dot URL update customer. So authentication is same thing, and we have to provide the data path. So it is the update customer. So I say td dot update customer. For the put method, one more thing we have to do here. You see, like this whole thing I mentioned as this is the data, but if I run like this, it will throw an error because it is expecting the JSON format, right? So this is the JSON. So what we have to do, just we are telling, okay, whatever data we are providing, it is JSON format. So it will convert automatically. So that, I think we've done everything. So now what I can do, just run it. Okay. So now on the root level, right click, open in terminal, then pytest -v -s. So before I run, to make sure, like Mohammed Rubel, right? So let me change something, different name. I say Tom or Rubel 1, 2, 3. The expectation is to first name and last name, it should be reflect. So now run. And it has been successful. So let me see here. First name is Tom, last name is Rubel 1, 2, 3. And if I refresh this page, you see it has been updated. So it is very easy. You see, like the Python, only couple of lines of code, we are able to do the API testing. So far, I think we have completed all the method that usually we're using in our automation. So now what we have to do, we have to just enhance our code, right? So like you see, this URL is repeated, and we have to just do some enhancement. So that's what we are going to continue learning.